Something insane has just happened. This company, called Cognition Labs, has come up with an artificial intelligence-based software engineer. Meet Devin, aka Canva, for developers. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the world's first non-human software engineer. Today, we will be discussing Devin's core capabilities, evaluating its performance, and determining how it is set to impact the worldwide software industry. But before we begin our discussion, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel as we strive to bring the latest and greatest from the world of AI. As we talk about Devin, it's important to discuss the company behind it. Cognition Labs is an applied AI safety startup based in New York and the San Francisco Bay Area. Their team is small but super talented. The team includes Scott's brother, Neil Wu, who is a math genius. Stephen Howe has worked at Scale AI, and Walden Yan, the other co-founder, has a background in competitive programming. Cognitive Labs received a $21 million investment from Peter Thiel's venture capital firm Founders Fund, along with support from many other notable investors. With all the resources, the company envisioned building an artificial intelligence agent that could do perhaps anything a software engineer does. And just a few days back, they launched Devin as their main offering. So what is it that Devin actually does? At its core, Devin exhibits the capacity to strategize and execute intricate engineering tasks, navigating through thousands of decisions seamlessly. Throughout each step, Devin seamlessly recalls pertinent context, adapts over time, and rectifies errors. Devin operates within a sandboxed computer environment, armed with essential developer tools such as a shell, code editor, and browser, equipping it with everything necessary for its work. Devin systematically puts software into practice by segmenting work into manageable steps and can plan and execute complex engineering projects that involve hundreds to thousands of decision-making steps. Devin actively engages in collaboration with users, providing real-time progress updates, accepting feedback, and jointly navigating design choices. But what about the more technological side of things? The company states that Devin adeptly learns new technologies. It can generate images with concealed messages, build end-to-end applications, fine-tune AI models, and contribute to both open source and production repositories. Not only that, it can autonomously identify and rectify bugs in codebases that usually human engineers find really troublesome. As for its prowess, Devin has successfully passed several practical software engineering interviews from leading AI companies and has also completed real jobs on the freelancing platform Upwork. Devin is extremely smart. We can think of it as an entity possessing an extensive mental library. When presented with a task, Devin taps into this repository to comprehend the user's requirements. Initially, Devin dissects the request into comprehensive segments. It then delves into its repository to identify the most effective approach to address the user's query. Factors such as urgency, project scope, and seamless operation are all considered during this process. Following the planning phase, Devin starts to code. Inherently, it is proficient in languages like Python and JavaScript. It enables components in the most efficient manner possible. Once everything is in place, Devin meticulously reviews its work to ensure coherency and accuracy. During testing, Devin demonstrated an immaculate problem-solving capability, successfully resolving approximately 14 out of every 100 software issues presented. Now, this number might not be as convincing until we establish that older AI models could only tackle around 2 out of 100. These results underscore Devin's proficiency in identifying and rectifying errors within code, pinpointing flaws in the code structure, and suggesting enhancements to optimize its functionality. To highlight this achievement, Cognition Labs in their recent post claimed that, quote, "We evaluated Devin on SWE Bench, a challenging benchmark that asks agents to resolve real-world GitHub issues found in open-source projects like Django and scikit-learn. Devin correctly resolves 13.9% of the issues end-to-end, far exceeding the previous state-of-the-art 2%. Even when given the exact files to edit, the best previous models can only resolve 4.80% of issues," unquote. While Devin's full potential remains limited by an invitation, the progress in AI reasoning suggests a future where DevOps teams will be able to seamlessly integrate AI models into their workflow, assigning tasks just like they would to any human teammate. Although the company has provided comprehensive explanations of Devin's capabilities, they have opted to remain secretive about the model's internal working. We have already established what Devin can do and how good it actually is. Now we will be discussing some of its use cases. Knowing that Devin has successfully completed jobs jobs on Upwork, Devin is all set to perform tasks relevant to web development, app development, and software testing. 3 of these are the most pertinent use cases because Devin has created websites for various clients, ensuring their aesthetic appeal and seamless integration with databases. Not only did it create those websites, but it also managed to gather client satisfaction. Transitioning from mobile app development, Devin contributed to designing the app's interface and coding its functionality, streamlining the development timeline. Lastly, Devin has been actively involved in software testing where it identified and proposed meaningful solutions for encountered issues, allowing the engineering team to dedicate more time to innovating new features. Now comes time to address the most important question. Is Devin set to take our jobs? The company says it's not. It is only there to help software engineers, but experts suggest otherwise. There is some ground to what experts are suggesting because the user experience of Devin differs significantly from GitHub Copilot or Code Whisperer by Amazon Web Services. These tools were created to aid developers in writing code instead of creating end-to-end software solutions, which is evident from Devin's UI. Now, there are 2 current perspectives to it. One is income sharing and the other is job loss. What do we mean here by income sharing? If we scan Cognition Labs' official page about Devin, we see an option to hire Devin. This means that anyone from the field can spend some money to take Devin's assistance in his or her work. But what happens when a sizable chunk of the industry starts using Devin? There will be a massive spike in their productivity because they will be able to handle more tasks than the ones who opt not to pay for Devin. This trend might even encourage companies to deploy Devin directly because it certainly does what requires human resources. Devin, being an artificial intelligence agent, is continuously learning. It is adapting, expanding its skill set, and improving its logical reasoning abilities. With a sizable user base and a plethora of tasks, it will be able to learn and get to a point where it could seamlessly outperform individual human experts from the field. While there is no clear timeline for this development, most experts from the field have recorded similar concerns. Off to perspective number 2. Will it start taking jobs now? The answer to this, quite frankly, is yes as well. This is because the worldwide software engineering marketplace is not only about enterprises and corporations. There are small businesses that are willing to have an online presence. There are businesses willing to automate workflows at a fundamental scale. Not only that, there are people who are looking forward to developing phone applications for their products or services. All of these tasks can be executed via Devin. Not only that, Devin in the near future will also be able to maintain and upkeep the solutions it created for such users. This scenario will completely disrupt the somewhat unorganized software engineering market, especially in freelance and contractual settings. We need to be more critical in this impact analysis. We must consider the difference between a small-scale disruption and a large-scale disruption. At its current state, Devin can cause a small-scale disruption, but there are no chances of a whitewash or a large-scale disruption. This is because at the enterprise level, incorporating Devin into the existing workflows is a painstaking task on its own. Performing this task demands not only required business hours, but also financial and human resources. The first question that pops up is that, will the workforce in more democratic organizations allow for such a change to be implemented? Even after the decision has been made, it would have to follow due process, and after the process, it would require further time to test its feasibility and performance. This buys software engineers more time, as many resources on the internet suggest that there will be a small-scale disruption, but no large-scale disruption is expected in the next 1 to 2 years. One way developments like Devin can truly impact the enterprise-level software market is by making businesses feel hesitant to hire freshers. This is by no means a small number because hundreds of thousands of students graduate per annum with a software engineering or computer science degree from U.S. institutions only. They will find it more difficult than ever to find a reasonable job unless they upskill themselves. They will need to participate in some kind of courses and internship that yield them more expertise in a certain niche of this broad field. All of this analysis suggests that a major revolution in the job landscape is evident. Subscribe to AI Symbiosis for more AI news and updates. We have just discussed an AI agent set to disrupt the software engineering market. But did you know that on the hardware side of things, OpenAI, in cahoots with a new startup, has revealed a sneak peek of a new humanoid, rendering viewers scratching their heads? Is this another step in the direction of artificial intelligence? To find out, click the video link popping up and we will catch you there in a second. See ya!